Okay, lesson 134 with your girls here. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is.
What's doing? Hey, what's doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? I lost my page. So today we had two quarter of an hour. They're trying to do, it's not trick us. So 2 15-minute practice periods. And I got to do the first one when Justine was playing. Oh, jump. And so we start with saying, oh, sorry, wrong lesson. Okay, we start with saying, let me perceive forgiveness as it is, which is our lesson.
Hey,
And then it says,
hey, how you doing?
hey, how are you doing?
Hey.
Oh, man. So you choose someone, and then it says,
Hey,
catalog his sins as one by one they cross your mind. How are you doing? So then it says, be certain not to dwell on any of them, but realize that you are using his offenses, but to save the world from all ideas of sin. Briefly consider all the evil things you thought of him, and each time ask yourself, would I condemn myself for doing this? Let him be freed from all the thoughts you had of sin in him, and now you are prepared for freedom. Move the butter. Okay. If you are practicing thus far in willingness and honesty, you will begin to sense a lifting up, a lightening of weight across your chest, a deep and certain feeling of relief. Yeah, so I did this, and this lesson is so helpful to me as I had a kind of tough moment yesterday, as I shared. I looked so somber as I was uploading yesterday's video. I'm like, okay, I can't change this. But videotaping every single day, just like during life, you can expect we're gonna have all kinds of days. And so I'm glad I just kept going, and grateful that today is about forgiveness, and that the lesson was teaching again that what is this? This is maple syrup. Yeah, we'll have to start a cooking show, because we have this toddler tower, they call it, so Justine can be right at the counter level. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So kind of again, forgiveness is not what you've always thought it is. It's not somebody doing something to you. It's not you being the bigger person because you're forgiving the thing that was done to you. It's just I'm trying to both protect the privacy of my life and share my life fully, or share my life as much as I can. But basically, yesterday, my husband shared a comment with me, and that's the neutral way of saying it. He didn't have, his tone was very straight. It was just you could tell it wasn't meant to hurt my feelings. It's just when I take the words and hear them and apply all the meaning I've ever given them, then the stories started flooding my mind. That wasn't nice. He shouldn't say that. He should say this. Why does he do this? Why that? And so it's more about, in those moments where we take offense of any kind, man, we are learning. We're getting our mind clear so that when we encounter those moments, our state of mind will dissolve the whole potential grievance, upset. And I've always appreciated Byron Katie's teaching, to just listen to the words without any tone. And then basically she's always said thank you. I think I remember she was We're having two shows here. She was in a prison, I think, and somebody said to her, like, you have like the worst style. Like, you need to change your style. And she was like, thank you. I didn't realize that. And like, somebody willing to say that, like share an opinion, she perceives it as such a gift. And like, that's the one you want in your like friend team, are the people who will say whatever. And just because she comes from a standpoint, as I perceive it, of being just completely accepting of herself. So it's not like her value is wrapped up in others' opinions, but so that others' opinions give value to her, or she's just willing to consider them. She doesn't take them personally. So we're getting there. And so today when I was doing the practicing, and just in general, as I listed things that my beloved roommate that I have ever judged, and then it says, would I condemn myself for that? So that was kind of the thing I did next. And what I got from the practicing was that I wouldn't condemn myself, because I'm being myself and I can't be anything else. I can, I'm not a gymnast, but I can take lessons, or I can watch it. I could try. It's just in my nature. I'm not doing a backflip. And not everybody naturally does a backflip, but I'm not even drawn to learn to do a backflip. But I could. It's just, there are other things I'd rather learn. So she just downing a bottle of maple syrup over here. Oh man, I don't think she's had any, but maybe she has. Maybe you've seen her drink the rest of this bottle, and I'm trying to focus. So what I took away from it really was, and I've heard John Mundy say it, that somewhere in the Course in Miracles it says, let him, or her, be who they are. That's a spiritual practice, that we don't fix people. Hi. Yeah, this is becoming a co-hosted show. This is finally like what she's wanted to be on the equal playing field. So that's what it was, my takeaway. And it was a beautiful way that it naturally came to me. And then today, throughout the day, it says when forgiveness should be practiced. When you forget its meaning and attack yourself. And that is, of course, if you're judging anyone, you're attacking yourself. Or if you're judging yourself, you're attacking yourself. But both are the same. And then we can say, let me perceive forgiveness as it is. Would I accuse myself of doing this? I will not lay this chain upon myself. And then in everything you do, remember, no one is crucified alone. And yet, no one can enter heaven by himself. So we are each other's salvation, because this is how the truth is revealed and practiced and felt and known. This is cute. We might do more of this. I don't know how you feel about it, but so great. And this is what it's like when you don't have anything to forgive. This is what it looks like when you're not carrying around any chains. You're just a giggle pants maybe, and just a happy-go-lucky, just, drinking maple syrup and loving life. So thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we'll say goodbye. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Did you say peace? You have to say peace.
Peace.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace. Nice one.